Moving from victim to victor is a mindset that can be shifted with the right guidance and support. Rather than looking at cancer as a death sentence, let's look at it as a life experience that makes us stronger. This is a wonderful quote we heard from one of our panelists over the last few days.
True, like Dr. Arni Purushottam so rightly pointed out, the pandemic has also changed so many things for the better, making us more agile and adaptable, be it online consultation, home visits, community pharmacy coalitions, and other forms of treatment made accessible.
So here we are, reimagining cancer care and the support system that makes this possible. Today, we honor victors, caregivers, and achievers from our ecosystem who have made a real impact fighting one C with the other, that is, fighting cancer with the right care.
The journey of recovery and victory over cancer is not a journey you undertake alone. You go along with the whole team who becomes a family. And our first award today goes to one such selfless person, a guardian angel who gave it all in the spirit of unconditional love and care for the patient, a true caregiver.
Our first caregiver award for the evening, our first award for the evening goes to Lieutenant Colonel Ashok C. Nambiar. As a young captain, he moved to Bhatinda on being appointed as aide-de camp to the corps commander, Lieutenant General Shankar Prasad. At that time, little did he know that other than the call of duty, he would play an important part in the journey of the lives of General Officer and the lady, Mrs. Renuka Prasad. He took the onus of being with Mrs. Prasad throughout the difficult journey of overcoming her tryst with cancer. Let's hear it for the recipient of our first award this evening, the Caregiver Award, Lieutenant Colonel Ashok C. Nambiar.
First of all, I would like to thank We Care Foundation for this initiative, what they have done, and recognize me as the caregiver to a cancer patient. Well, my journey as a caregiver started in the year 1997. I was in the army, and as a captain, I got posted to a place called Bhatinda as a aide de camp of one of the general officer called Lieutenant General Shankar Prasad. And in that, I became part of the family with General and Mrs. Renuka Prasad. I used to be with them from 96 onwards. Though it was a army posting and supposed to be just a tenure of 2.5 years. But over a period of time, we bonded so well that I became part of the family because the children were abroad. And I, as a bachelor and a youngster at the age of 25, 26, I remained with them. They took me into their fold. Then in the year 1997, one of the days we were having breakfast together. At the time, there was kind of a uneasiness between the couple. Then after a while, the general told me that, I have to accompany Mrs. Renuka Prasad to a doctor to do some tests. Since I was not aware what it is, I just accompanied her. Then later came to know that it was a, FNCA which was being done. And after a few days, we came to know that the result had come and it showed that she had a tumor which was malignant in her breast. And things were absolutely upsetting that time. Later, doctors were consulted. The best of the oncologists in the army were consulted. We drove down to Delhi, went to the Army Hospital Research and Referral. They said she has to undergo a surgery where they have to remove the lymph nodes and whatever the malignant part of the tumor was there. And subsequently, they gave a complete course of medication and the treatment which was supposed to be done. So throughout the journey of our treatment, I was always with her. So we drove down again after finalizing dates for the surgery. We came down to Delhi. In the base hospital, the surgery was done. And it was absolutely uneventful, though she was upset about the whole thing. But she was a very brave lady who came up strong out of that. She was in the hospital for a while. Then they said she has to undergo chemo, and the effects of chemo, the side effects of chemo, was so alarming that we were worried that she's such a charming lady losing her hair and the other organs getting affected and all those things where we were not certain how it's going to take a toll on her. But still, I always accompanied her. We stood together throughout the chemotherapy and everything. They said it will be followed by radiotherapy. But fortunately, we came to know that she has responded very well to the chemotherapy, and there was no radiotherapy to be done for her, but she was under constant check and vigil. But emotionally, it was a very draining time for the couple as well as me, because it was the day in and out, day out. We were worried about what is going to be the outcome. Till the time chemotherapy got over, we were not sure how she's responding to it, how she's going to respond to it. Because at the end of the day, once the therapy gets over, she's absolutely drained out and weak. And once she gets back home, it's a complete rest for her. Till next day, she's tired and out. And incidentally, she was back in her form after 2 days till the time next chemo was scheduled. So this ordeal went on for some time. And later, of course, she came out of it. And the worst part was that both the children were out of India. Son was working in London. The daughter had just gone in to study, pursue her higher studies in London. So the general was committed with his official work as he was a corps commander. He was one of the, topmost commanding a corps, what we call a large force of army. So his official commitments always kept him away most of the time during her treatments. And he, being a very kind-hearted man, we could never see the suffering she underwent. So he used to get the updates. He used to come, look her up, sit with her for a while. But one thing was that I ensured that I never left her side till the time she got the treatment done. This carried on, and even today we still remain in touch. And the best part is she was such a strong lady that she took it very well in a positive stride. And whatever the problems she underwent, she could collect it, compose herself, and spread awareness among the people. She knew the problems of this illness, the taboo attached to this illness, and she took on herself to spread the awareness among the people. And even today, she's working with the Indian Cancer Society, wherein she's helping out conducting camps and organizing very many events and bringing in so much of awareness, even in schools and colleges. It was a wonderful journey with a lot of learning, and it has definitely put us also wise that there's nothing to be alarmed about the disease. It's the only thing how you positively take it head, how you respond yourself to the treatment, how you have to build confidence within yourself to come out. I have nothing more to say than that it's a Mrs. Renuka Prasad is a true inspiration for all of us who are hale and hearty, and such a wonderful person to be with, to lot to learn from her. Thank you so much.
This award is sponsored by S.R. Jain and Associates, and it recognizes outstanding contributions towards cancer patients and their families in every way possible.
A big round of applause for. Thank you for your service to the nation, Lieutenant Colonel Nambiar, and congratulations on receiving the award. It's truly inspiring to see caregivers like you making the world a better place.